victory at venerable Arrowhead Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Kansas City Chiefs. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Come on, set. Right here, right here. Check 24, check 24. He's cracked. Check his crack.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon.
Run.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
I'm coming.
They go play action with Taylor. Able to get this to Gordon. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
From the gun, it's Taylor. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
56.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Benjamin's got it. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cover. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
Yeah, baby.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Let's go, baby.
4 yards the pickup, first down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
At the Cheifs' 45-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Now it's Taylor. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 33.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Taylor now 5 for 5 on the drive. He's responded after the interception. It's first and 10. On the counter, here's Gordon. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Watch a slant, watch a slant, watch a slant.
On 2nd and 9, Taylor got Gordon open, completes it. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 21-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
The Chiefs take over.
Come on, boys, let's go, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Now here's Mahomes, and now he'll tuck it and run. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Fight on these two, fight on these two. Let's go, 180.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
On second down now, it's Thompson, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Let's go, 180.
Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Yellow.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Incomplete. Mecole Hardman the intended target, but now it'll be third down.
Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch QB drop.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter from Arrowhead, it's the Chiefs in possession. They are, however, facing a fourth down situation. On fourth down is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Travis Benjamin deep for the Chargers. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
He's checking.
Now it's Taylor.
Hey, watch it.
Allen's got it complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does. When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
53, Mike. Hey, I'm coming after you. Alert flare. Kill. Turn it up. Kill.
On 2nd down, it's Gordon. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Brings up 3rd down.
Here we go. Come on. Big edge. Watch out. Hatchet.
Check 37.
On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. Gordon loses the football. It's loose.
Wow.
Here we go.
The ball gets knocked free.
Here we go.
But a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now a Tim's carry for Melvin Gordon.
Kill.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
You remember me. Let's go, baby.
Now they'll throw with Taylor. He's going to let it go end zone for Allen. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Armani Watts. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Charlie.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
You don't want none of that. Give me it. Pick up the ball.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. They run the counter. Gordon, and he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Here's Ty Long now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Here's Hill on the return. $12 yards on the return that time. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over.
At the 48-yard line.
Yellow. 180. 15.
Check tight. Check tight.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
Mahomes will try again on second down. Flushed out right. And he finds a man. That's Watkins. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
2nd and 10 at the Chargers' 11-yard line.
Yellow. 180.
Check 56. It's a party now.
On second down now, it's Thompson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
I've been here, brother. Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more where I came from.
And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL.
Mike, 56, right there.
15.
56. Pick it up.
Hey,
From the gun on third down, Mahomes toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Butker's kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Charger drive about to get going. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Don't get nervous.
Throwing again on second down. Taylor. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. On third down, it's Gordon. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it.
Wide, get wide.
They'll run for it. It's Gordon.
Run.
Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
We're all still valiantly searching for the so-called book, right, that tells us what to do in every situation. Everyone kind of knows what it says, but it's never really been written down anywhere. He violated every code on that one, didn't he? Deciding to go for it right there.
Oh, yeah, your side of the field, this stage of the game, you're supposed to punt the football. He said, who cares? I'm going to light the book on fire.
Yeah, analytics, everyone else, be warned, he's coming for you.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the flag.
To throw is Taylor. And this one complete to Virgil Green. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check, crunch.
Check 50, check 50. Watch the safety creep.
Switch.
The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. Taylor now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Taylor. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just...
That's caught at the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Nicole Hardman, 76 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The Chargers take over.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And the Chargers first down.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 34-yard line.
Come on, set. Get the flag. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. Bunch set. Bunch set. Eyes up. Bunch set. 13. 13, fellas. 13. Watch. Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right. Back.
On second and 11 now. Taylor looking middle, and it's incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target, and it's third down.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
Go.
On third down, Taylor finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Watch out for Hill on the return. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it's Chiefs football. First and 10.
At their own 21-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Let's go, 180!
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand.
Yeah.
3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7.
Yellow.
Mike, check.
From his end zone, Mahomes on 3rd and long. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain of 32 that time. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Watch the shift.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I know there will be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. On play action, it's Mahomes. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Good coverage that time by Derwin James. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Now Benjamin.
Let's go, let's go!
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Check. 53's Mike.
Watch the backer, watch the backer.
On 2nd and 15 now. Taylor completes it to Benjamin. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Come on, baby.
That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Gain of 20. 1st down, Chargers.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Mike, 53.
Y'all not ready.
Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Derek Nottie makes the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Go now. 53. And read. 53. Mike. You're not wrong. Go. You're not ready.
Check.
Let's go.
Looking to throw on second down. Taylor. He completes it to Henry. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 44-yard line.
Check 53.
So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now Taylor to throw. Able to get this to Gordon. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Second and goal at the 6-yard line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal.
SOS.
On second down, this is Jackson. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Again, a run with Thompson. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive game. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. Watkins, the intended receiver. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Taylor to throw. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 76 yards. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Yellow.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now here's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep lefts. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Derwin James with a pick. Not that time for Watkins.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On 2nd down, Taylor's throw incomplete. The intended receiver there, Allen, and it's 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get 1st downs and eat away at the clock.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now Taylor. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's Ty Long now as he's on to punt for L.A. Taken in at the 22. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 70 yards. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead. The point after is good, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Kiss him goodbye, Travis Benjamin. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. He goes 102 yards from one end zone to the other as his guys are able to regain the lead. They had just lost the lead. That deficit sure didn't take long to erase. They return the ensuing kickoff for a touchdown.
Love the thunderbolt that just came out of that one. That puts them in the end zone and back in the lead. Your only question, Your defense just gave up a score that put you behind. Will that score you just added on the board, will it energize them? Or do they have to go back out there and they're a tired unit? We'll soon see.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Casey Hayward, the Pro Bowler, there to knock it away. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, 43.
To throw, it's Mahomes.
We want it.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa, his second sack of the night.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this one caught by Travis Kelce. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Mahomes now to throw. Escape. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
At the Cheifs' 28-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Who that? Safe.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On 2nd down, it's Jackson. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check nickel.
They'll run it with Jackson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
Check 24.
Running right. It's a handoff to Gordon. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Watch the run. Check 24. He's crashing. Check his crash.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon.
Run.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Two tights.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1.
I do get a kick out of seeing a team kneel down at the end of the game in victory formation and wrap one up, because most of the time a kneel down is not a good thing in football. In this case, it's the best thing for the team that's winning.
Best thing Week 1 and 1-0 after going down to that knee. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is Week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football,
Yeah.
where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. But now I'm listening to you. So for our visitors, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.